Hello, everyone, and welcome to another edition of Let's Talk ETC. I have Paul Sokolov from Guarda, and he's going to be discussing their wallet application. So welcome, Paul.
Hello, everyone. Nice to be here. Thanks
Yes.
for the invitation.
Yeah, thanks for joining me today. So I know you guys have a wallet application that works with Ethereum Classic. But before we talk about that, why don't you kind of introduce yourself, the company, give us a little bit more background.
Yeah, of course. Guarda is pretty new at the market. The company was founded in September 2017. And since then, we made a huge progress. We started as a mobile wallet for Ethereum. Then we saw that there is Ethereum Classic that at that time had no mobile wallets. So we've issued the second app that was actually looked the same as Ethereum, but it was for the Ethereum Classic. And from Ethereum Classic community, we've received a really good response, and we understood that covering different currencies is the best way to go further. So we've started doing more and more, and then we've switched our focus to the web wallet and to the desktop wallet that is multi-currency and supports I think 20 currencies already. And I think 300 tokens. Okay. So that's a brief story. We love to support different blockchains. However, Ethereum and Ethereum Classic are top notch at the moment, and our number one currencies in our list.
Okay, good. Yeah, I downloaded on my iPhone. I downloaded the app, the Guarda Wallet, yesterday, and I noticed there was an Ethereum and an Ethereum Classic version. So you don't have one version for every cryptocurrency, every blockchain.
Yeah, that's our legacy, actually. In August, it is planned to have a release of multi-currency wallet for Android and for iOS. Okay. So actually, we will transfer the customer experience from the web and desktop versions to the mobile. So you can check that. It looks really great and allows you to do a lot of stuff, save your keys in different formats, import keys in different formats. And what's the greatest in it? You've got one backup file.
Right.
For all the wallets you have, you can import, and we just update this backup. So that's very convenient for heavy cryptocurrency users. Yeah, right now we have for mobile we have one coin. That means one app, but it's a legacy, and soon we will change that.
Okay. And that's interesting that you have a web, desktop, and mobile. So you have something to make everybody happy, right?
Yeah, we believe that different customers want different experience, and different customers believe that some platforms are more secure. And we've got also plans to launch the hardware wallet as well. So. Okay. I cannot say what are the dates. We have started works on that already, but it's still the very beginning of the project.
Right. Now, I think most people know the answer to this question, but just in case, for people that don't know what a wallet is, can you just briefly describe what a wallet application does?
Okay, there are different types of wallets, actually. There are the two major types that I should say are the custodial and non-custodial wallets. Okay. So if we are speaking about custodial wallets, that's a wallet that actually works like a bank, like your bank from previous era, non-crypto era. When you're sending some cryptos to some guys and they say, okay, dude, now you have these cryptos on your account, but actually you do not have these cryptos. You have a right to claim these cryptos, and no one actually promises that they will have them in place when you are going to claim.
Okay.
What we are doing, doing a non-custodial wallet. It is also called an SPV or a light wallet.
Uh-huh.
And that's our policy. We never touch our customers' funds. So our customers, basically our wallet is more a software.
Mm-hmm.
When you just take our software to control and to manage your funds. Once you're on the website, you have downloaded the website code, and it allows you to encrypt the transaction, to sign the transaction with your keys. It allows you to download the backup, your keys actually, and it also allows you to view the history of the transactions.
Right. So yeah, that makes sense.
From the perspective of technology, that's it. We've got a lot of other services. I mean, exchange, top up, sell, but that's more or less not wallet functionality. Actually, that's additional functionality.
Right. So the Guarda is a non-custodial wallet. So people have control of their funds. Right, and they're responsible for their funds, as opposed to what you call the custodial wallet, where you have a middleman that is kind of a helper, but you have to give them some control over your money, right?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay.
So we do not know the keys. We cannot help our customers if they lose them. So it's their responsibility. However, that's their property, and that's what they own. No one else owns.
Right. So okay, so that's a good segue to discussing more of the specifics of the wallet. So you talked about if you lose your keys, you can lose your funds. Why don't you kind of talk about the security, like how Guarda, I assume you'll say it's secure, but why should we believe you? Can you kind of touch upon that? Like talk about the security of it?
Yeah, of course. For example, if we're speaking about web wallets, you can see all the traffic that the wallet is sending to the internet. And actually, we had guys who, our customers, who investigated all the traffic, and they saw that keys are never transferred from from the client side to our server. And also you can see not only which information is being transferred, but if we're speaking about the web, you also can see the whole code, because it's being downloaded to your browser, so you can check everything what's happening out there. And you can see that we are doing all our best to make it secure. Actually, all the light wallets on the market that are in the market right now, they use pretty much the same level of security. They store keys in the security storage. They encrypt them with AES encryption. And so they have a password to encrypt the storage. And they rely on the operating system security. And if we're speaking about the web wallet, they also rely on the security of the browser. That's why, actually, me personally, I prefer desktop and mobile, because there is no second entity security of which I should trust. I mean, the browser.
Right. No, I hear what you're saying. There was a famous, or at least in Ethereum Classic, it was well known. There was a web wallet, Classic Ether Wallet, I believe was the name, and hackers attacked the domain name system. They got control of it, and that's how they were able to compromise the web wallet. And so that's just something people should keep in mind, right? That the web wallet might have other attack vectors.
Yeah, when we saw that, actually, we wrote a big blog post about that. How is our wallet protected from such kind of threats? Actually, we have protection from this threat, and moreover, we've got this fancy SSL certificate with our company name on there. So we try to ask our customers always check that they're on our website and it's not some kind of phishing or scam site.
Right.
But regarding this DNS attack, actually that was poor configuring of the DNS, as far as I understand. So there is a huge blog post that we wrote. Actually, guys, I really recommend to read that for everyone who is building services on for the blockchain projects and all the fintech projects as well.
Okay, I'll put a link to that in the metadata. Yes,
Yeah.
thank you. I don't. Maybe I don't. You don't have to have an answer, but one thing that seems to be a simple way to attack web wallets is, right, if somebody makes a website with a slightly different name, right? They spell it just a little bit different, but the website looks the same. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, yeah, I guess there's no way that you could protect against that. Or
we can actually. This is called phishing attack.
Right.
This is one of the reasons our web wallet isn't open sourced, just not to make it easier.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so this is one of the reasons. If you really want to check our code and how it works, you can just go to the website and see that all the wallet functionality is being processed on the client side, and the keys are never leaving the client side. Yeah.
Right. Yes.
But if you're a phisher, that's easier for you to create a phishing scam website if you've got completely open source code. That just takes less effort. And what we saw with Miser Wallet, there were a lot of this stuff on the market. We tried to compromise.
Right.
To protect from phishing, there are some ways. For example, if someone tries to create a phishing website, we can claim Google to replace to remove them from the search rank.
Right.
Moreover, we can write to the domain registry, and they also process such claims. As we're completely, let's say, legally transparent, we can do that. We can do that actually, and we do that. So sometimes we have to work with that. For example, with Guarda, we've got a license in European Union to work with fiat to crypto transactions, fiat to crypto and back. So yeah, we're eligible to write to, I don't know, domain registry and say, okay, guys, we're a licensed entity and we are being under the phishing attack. Please suspend this domain name, and they can do that.
Right.
So there is a procedure, actually.
Yes. So if somebody wants to avoid all of these issues, of course, you would recommend, of course, check the domain name, check the SSL certificate, and then you could avoid all of these concerns, all these problems, right?
Yeah. SSL certificate helps because we've got even, if you open that in Chrome browser, I don't know in others, does it show? It shows the name, not only the secure and the small icon of a lock, but it shows the legal name. To obtain such a certificate, it takes a lot of effort.
Right.
So you need to prepare all the documents, you need to do all that stuff, and that's much harder for a scammer to receive such certificate.
Right. Now,
and they cannot with our legal name. So
yeah, you mentioned that you can buy several tokens with your wallet. So then, really, if somebody is invested in lots of different cryptocurrencies, they move between different different tokens, then with one wallet, then they could use all of those tokens easily. They don't need to have multiple wallets, right?
Yeah.
And
Our customers can work with a lot of cryptocurrencies, and actually we're right now implementing more and more these days. So I hope that we will cover all top 100 from CoinMarketCap within this year. So that's the goal. Yeah.
And can you buy? Did you say you could buy tokens with the Guarda app as well?
Yeah, you can. You can. I'm actually not sure whether it's live today or not, but you can also sell.
Okay. So do you have a partnership with an exchange, or how does, you can give some?
We have several exchanges. Right now, two of them work. And one is available only in the European Union because we're in the European Union, and it has really, really nice commission fees. So it's one of the lowest. And the second one supports practically all the world, but it has higher fees, and we're connecting also a couple more. So right now it's Coinify, in the coin, and we've got WeMove coins as well.
Okay, good. Now,
so 3 of them right now that are already implemented, and we're preparing 2 more.
And so they work in the EU and in America and any other countries that people care about.
I think none of them work in America, but we're working on that. We're connecting one more partner that will work in America.
I see. Okay, so wait and see. Hold on for that. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
All right. Now, also, I'm aware I've used Jax to send and receive funds. That's another popular wallet. Can you kind of talk about how Guarda, your application, compares, how it's the same, how it's different than Jax?
First of all, I do not like to say something bad about the competitors. But actually, Jax doesn't allow you to have full control of your funds, to my mind. That's of course my opinion. When you use Guarda, you can, for example, transfer any tokens that can be within ERC20 standard that can be on the blockchain. Just like with my Ether wallet. Yeah, when you can type in the contract address and see the balance in the tokens, you can transfer them and do whatever you want. So that's how blockchain projects should work. So, and in Jax, they predefine the token list that you're allowed to use, which makes no sense for me.
Yes, that's right. It's limited to the ones that they choose to.
And as far as I remember, their coin list is smaller, or maybe the same. For example, we've got Monero; they don't have it, and stuff like that. I'm just checking right now. So yeah, we've got Monero.
Good.
That's cool. Yeah.
All right, good. So I think you've given us a pretty good overview and introduction to Guarda, the wallet. So the bottom line is, why should people switch? Like if Jax works good enough, or if the competitor works good enough, what's the most compelling reason that they should be aware of?
We've got a lot of options to back up their funds. And you've got one backup. Even if you have imported your wallet from another wallet, when you add these private keys, they are being added to the backup, and that already works in web and desktop. We've got a file that is encrypted that is being downloaded automatically when you create new wallets or you import one more wallet. So it's always up to date, and you always have the file that backs up everything you have.
Okay.
The next thing, what we have currencies like Monero.
Uh-huh.
We've got stuff like the support of Ethereum Classic tokens, the support of Qtum tokens, stuff like that. Both of these features are not multi-platform at the moment, but it will be in a couple of weeks.
Okay.
One more thing, we've got several options to purchase crypto or to sell crypto. That's interesting for a lot of people.
Right.
Moreover, you can exchange, and you can use one of 3 partners we have. You can use Shapeshift, Changelly, ChangeNow, and CoinSwitch. So it's 4 right now. Yeah.
Okay. Right. So I think one of the things I hear you saying, so other wallets like Jax tries to be simple and do a few things, but Guarda, they try harder. They try harder to give you more features, more options.
Yeah, we believe so.
Yeah, so no, that's good. And so that I'm sure would be attractive to a lot of people. So yes, okay, great. Now, before we close, did we miss anything, or did you say everything?
No, I think that was a great discussion, and I'm really happy that we are one of the most popular wallets for the Ethereum Classic. As I love what Ethereum Classic does, and actually is a completely decentralized coin.
Right.
Yeah, that didn't have any forks to I don't know, to shut down some transactions.
Right.
And that's the community was very helpful. We've contacted them. They placed us on their website. They really helped us with the implementation when we had some questions. So we love to be one of the most popular wallets for ETC, and look forward to having even more ETC fans.
Okay, great. Well, thanks again, Paul, for talking with us today, and I wish you luck.
Thank you, Kristen. That was really nice to meet you.
All right, thanks. Bye.